Welcome to New Day Cleveland. I'm David Moss.
And I'm Natalie Herbeck.
And here we are on the shores of Lake Erie in front of the sign that says, is it the CLE or is it the land? What is it?
Well, this show, I think, encompasses all of it when you think about it.
Not just Cleveland, but Northeast Ohio. And we're talking about not all that beautiful food we always see, although we are going to do that too.
Oh, yeah.
But we're talking about views.
Some of the best views you will find throughout Northeast Ohio. We're talking city life. We're going to take you on the countryside. I mean, they're amazing sights.
And since we're right here on the shores, there's a brand new place over here, and it's got quite a view.
Oh, yes. Let's go. Well, if you're looking for Mexican food with an incredible view, one of the best in the entire city, in my opinion, you have to come here to Nuevo, Cleveland. Zach, you nab probably the best spot in downtown Cleveland.
That's true.
I mean, we have the stadium right here, the Rock Hall, the lake surrounding us. It's gorgeous.
It is. It really is.
Oh my gosh, so thanks for having us.
Of course.
You know, for me, it's just amazing to have a new place like this downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, what was the draw for you to be here?
Well, you already mentioned a lot of it, the view, the lake, downtown. We're based in Akron, we're looking to get into the Cleveland market. And
Great place already in Akron.
Good.
Second spot here.
That's right. And this opportunity presented itself to us, and we thought, let's try it. We have to do this. I mean, like you said, the view, the location. We have an event center upstairs. The draw with that, plus our neighbors around here, the Rock Hall, the Great Lakes Science Center, the Good Time 3, it's a winner.
You're in a prime spot. You have the outdoor volleyball area, too.
Yeah.
So people can come out here and play a little volleyball, then come get some great Mexican food.
Yep, yeah.
So let's talk about what we have in front of us, because this all looks amazing. I'm gonna start with the drinks because it's hot out here and I need a refresher, so I'm ready to sip.
Yeah.
What kind of, and look, the bees love it too. Here we go. What, hey buddy, what is this?
Okay, that's a prickly pear margarita.
Okay.
We can make that here in house, obviously.
That is so incredibly refreshing.
It's good.
That is delicious and so different as a margarita option.
Yeah.
I love it. And what about in the martini glass?
Okay, so this is called a Mexico Daydream. This has Tres Generations Añejo Tequila, plum liqueur, green chartreuse, and a little bit of lime juice.
So I'm already seeing a really unique vibe to the drinks. I'm guessing the food is the same.
Yes, definitely.
So you really try to change it up a bit.
That's right, yeah.
Let's start with the tacos here, because you gotta have tacos if you're at a Mexican restaurant.
That's right. So these are al pastor tacos. Al pastor traditionally is pork served with pineapple. What we've done here is we take pork shoulder, we smoke it for about 5 hours, rub it down first with a really great rub, smoke it, pull it, put it in the taco with our house cheese blend, and then a jicama slaw, which is pineapple jicama and a little bit of actually habanero jelly.
And then I think Mexican, it screams guacamole to me. But you have it in 3 different ways.
Sure.
I love the triple platter here.
That's great.
I gotta try this.
Sure.
So I'm guessing that's the traditional way that you make it?
That's right. So that's our house guacamole. We make that in-house, mash thousands of avocados a week, right? And it's a great combination there. We add a little bit of, we added a few things to it to change up for different flavors. We've got a pickled corn salsa on the middle one there. And the one here is our habanero jelly.
This is a jelly you've added into this.
Yep, yeah.
Oh, it gives it that sweetness.
A little sweet, a little bit of heat.
A little bit of spice too,
yeah.
That's delicious. Wow, okay, now I'm gonna move this so you can see what's last but not least behind me here. Calamari.
It's calamari. So that's our piri piri calamari. That piri piri is an African hot sauce we actually have on the base of the plate there. We finish it with some preserved lemons and some Fresno chili.
That's incredible.
Thank you. We try to cover all the bases, right? So we have your tacos and your guacamole. We also have appetizers such as a calamari and a few other really cool fun things. And then we have entrees. We have some steaks, some seafood, and that kind of stuff. Everything has a little bit of Mexican influence.
I know that when we walked in, I saw someone that looked almost identical to you. Yeah. Is that your brother in there?
Yeah, so my fraternal twin brother, Eric, is our bar manager here.
And you have a lot of other family members here too.
That's right. My sister is a pastry chef here. She's from came from San Francisco to work for us.
Oh, you brought her from San Francisco?
Yeah, that's right. My father does our social media as well. So.
Your dad does social media?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
And I own this with my wife, so there you go.
So it's a family business.
It is.
You come in here, you're going to feel like you're part of the family.
That's right, yeah.
I love this place already, and again, one of the best views in town. I'm going to say cheers to you.
Oh,
I know you're drinking coffee, but why don't you sip on that?
There we go.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Talk about a room with a view. We are at Bar 32 atop the Hilton Hotel, and I'm with Shannon Smith, right?
Correct, sir.
I like your place.
Yeah, I like it a lot too.
Yeah, this is pretty good. So how do Clevelanders react when they walk through that door for the very first time?
It's wonderful to see the faces of people from this city, get to see their city this way, from this view that they haven't seen before. It's fantastic.
Yeah, there are a lot of tall buildings in Cleveland, but I love the way this one sort of looms over the lake and Burke Lakefront Airport, and you can see right into the First Energy Stadium. Mm-hmm. Want to hear some good cheers from there pretty soon, right?
I can't wait for it.
Well, we need a championship, right, from the Browns and all these great sports teams here in Cleveland. You know, I used to fly into this place all the time, and I've never seen this view before, except from an airplane.
Right.
So that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It's fantastic. It's so fun for us to watch planes and helicopters and everything come in and land every day. It's really entertaining for the patio as well.
Yeah, so when I talk to people that have been here before, they can't wait to come back. So it's like one of those things too. It's not just a one-time experience to come out and check things out. It's just a great place to hang out.
Absolutely. The hotel built this bar for Cleveland because during pre-construction, they reached out, they were community outreach, and they wanted to find out what Clevelanders wanted in this hotel, and what they really wanted was this bar, a rooftop bar, and that's what they got.
And you can almost see Canada from here.
Almost.
Almost see Canada from here. Now here's a great thing here. This is outdoors, but it's got a great roof on it.
It does.
So, you know, you're sort of protected from the weather. So you could have a little weather going on outside here, and you can still enjoy the outside.
Absolutely.
And then you come indoors, and this is a view, you know, we saw this beautiful view to the east, but when you look to the west, that's a view I've never seen before, and that is very, very unusual, isn't it?
It is.
So people come up here at 5 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Is there food involved, snacks?
We do. We have small plates. We do some oysters. We do some quesadillas, some flatbreads. We do some charcuterie boards, some cheese boards. Keep it simple.
Mm-hmm. So this is not the only bar in the hotel.
It is not, no. This is just the rooftop bar. On the second floor we have Elliott's, and then we also have the bar at the Burnham Restaurant.
Because I'm thinking it might be a little tough to get in here sometimes because this must be a popular spot.
It can be a little tight on the weekends. We can have a little bit of a wait, but we do send everybody downstairs, and they can get their first round, and then we'll call them up as we're available.
Okay, and the thing about the first round here is you can get some very unusual drinks. I understand you're going to show me some chemistry tricks?
A little bit, yeah. We use some liquid nitrogen to chill some of our glassware and make a really fun presentation.
Let's do something cool.
Okay.
So let's see how this works.
So we put it in the glassware here.
Holy crap, it doesn't break the glass or anything.
Nope. And that will make our cocktail.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing the Rainbow Room Cosmopolitan, which most people know the Rainbow Room from New York City.
Right.
The
Rockefeller
Cosmopolitan. Absolutely. This is the version that kind of brought back the cocktail movement. It's a little bit heavier on lime than most people know it to be. You can hear the
I can hear something going on. Can you hear that?
And then part of the show is when we do this. Ho!
And it just sort of disappears.
It does. Just turns right to vapor.
That makes
and now you have a perfectly chilled glass.
That makes the front row seat a rather chilly chair.
We don't actually throw it at people.
That is great. So look how beautiful that is, huh?
Absolutely. And there you have the Rainbow Room Cosmopolitan in a perfectly chilled glass.
Okay, my question is now, if you take a drink of this, is your lip going to stick to the glass?
No. It's just cold.
It's cold, it's delicious, and it's one more reason to visit Bar 32.
Absolutely.
High atop the Hilton Hotel in beautiful downtown Cleveland, it's Bar 32. Make sure you see Shannon. Thanks a lot, man.
You're welcome.
Beautiful job.
Cheers.
Coming up after the break, we're taking you into the city. It's the newest spot in Public Square that shows off the beauty of Cleveland.
Talk about dining with an amazing view, and we couldn't be at another place other than one of Zach Bruhl's amazing locations, Alley Cat here in the Flats. Zach, I know that you have had such a reputation here in Cleveland with so many wonderful restaurants. This being probably too many for you to count. I think it's your 8th though, if I'm counting correctly.
No, maybe 9.
Maybe 9? Oh my
9.
gosh. So when you make this many different restaurants in town, how do you make each one stand out, and what makes this one so different?
Well, every one is different. I mean, you can go from a brasserie to Italian food to a fusion cuisine. This one is shore food. This is a seafood restaurant. It's an oyster house. So on the weekends here, we could, on one night alone, we could shuck 3,000 oysters. And we're shucking to order. We're not pre-shucking. This is the the first of our restaurants that are sort of a mainstream restaurant. This is not intended to be fine dining. This is supposed to be, just an escape for the evening, and you're escaping to the shore. But what shore is it? That's the question. Are we on the East Coast or are we on the West Coast?
You could be both, right? Do you almost
this is
combine?
sort of like this hybrid, but this is something that I would envision, having moved back here from Los Angeles. This is something that you would see in Southern California.
So it doesn't have to be a special night out to come out and enjoy these meals. You've made it in a way so that it could be at any night of the week that someone can come and enjoy the food here.
Well, not just this restaurant, but all of our restaurants. We encourage people to come back on a regular basis. We don't care if you come in and just make a meal out of appetizers. There's no problem doing that. It's like we're not asking people to break the bank every time they come to eat, because we want you to come back.
And the view, I mean, how can you beat the view?
This is incredible. In the middle of service, a barge will come by that could be 300 feet long. And, things just come to a grinding halt when it does, because people are just mesmerized by it.
And I'm mesmerized by the food. We got to talk about this a bit here. Look at this fish platter.
Okay, well, we usually do a whole fish dish. This happens to be snapper with a Thai vinaigrette and coconut rice. One of the signature dishes of the restaurant are these stuffed peppers. Now, these are the type of dish that you would see in any hole-in-the-wall Mexican restaurant in Southern California. But what makes them different is that they have soy sauce drizzled over them. Broccoli Caesar salad. It's charred broccoli
I've never
Caesar
seen a charred broccoli Caesar salad.
Neither
let me tell
had I
you.
until I opened this restaurant. Then we have a braised beef dish with a
So it's not just
Peruvian
about
pepper.
seafood here.
Exactly. It's like, I know some people aren't always in the mood for fish, so there are options. All of my menus have a lot of choice. That way, you can't get through the menu once with a group of 4 people.
You
have
can't
to keep
go
coming
wrong.
back.
That is to die for. I've had the same in here. It's delicious. And the drinks are also something that's a little bit different and out of this world.
One of the things I wanted to become known for was a drink called a michelada. It's a tomato, clamato juice, and beer over ice. It's something that if you were in Mexico, you had a hangover the next day, this is what you start your day out with.
The food is delicious. The drinks are here for you to enjoy. The view is impeccable, and you can come here any time of year, even in the wintertime, still get this amazing view, just a bit different, and enjoy this place. Zach, you have done an impeccable job. I can't thank you enough for having us here.
Thank you.
I'll be back time and time again, that's for sure.
We will see everybody real soon.
So a lot of people ask us what REBoL means, and basically kind of has 2 meanings for us. The first one is it's kind of a revitalization on bowl-style foods is what we've done here, that street food that we're offering here. And not only that, we like to call rebels in society, innovators of society, like Einstein, like you see on the walls here, or Nelson Mandela, or Martin Luther. We call them rebels. And we think what we're kind of doing with our whole non-GMO organic movement is kind of being a rebel of the food industry. People aren't accepting it and conforming to it. And that's kind of how we came up with the name. And it's a good conversational piece when people ask us what it means. So enjoy it. It's just a fresher look on a quick casual concept. Like we like to call street food that has influences from all over the world, primarily Asian. But we have different tastes and profiles from all over the world that really make it a fun experience for people to eat something where you don't feel so full afterwards, and you had a great meal to get your day going. We have bulgogi steak. A lot of people are asking, like, what's bulgogi? You know, it's a Korean-style type of finish on steak that we do here. We have our pulled pork. We have our chicken. We got tuna, which is fantastic, and all sourced organically. For all our meats are all sourced organically, so people feel pretty good about that, knowing what they're eating. And then when it comes to all the flavor profiles, most people are like, what is this? I don't know what this is, but I love it, and that's what we want. We want to explain to people what our sauces are and what they're eating, and educating them on what that is that's going into their bodies, and giving them what they need for the day. It's always active. It's awesome to see Public Square what it is today. It's what it should have been years ago, but it just hasn't been. It's been a process and change. It changes here. I think we all can see that Cleveland's going through a renaissance, and now the epicenter of that renaissance is here in the heart of Cleveland, in downtown, now that they got this finished, and we're so excited to be a part of it. It's great. Biggest thing is you. I mean, if you can sit here and eat a good, healthy meal, and then you get to watch an amazing view of what they did to this park. It's awesome. They have the water fountain there for kids. You got kids running through the park down here in Public Square. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. And it's awesome to see from all walks of life. People are hanging out in the grass for concerts. The city's done an awesome job having over, I think, 200 events over the next 2 years of things going on in the park to really let people know this is going to be your place to hang out now, downtown Cleveland. The cool part that people really seem to enjoy is the ping pong table. We're actually looking at potentially getting another one because people enjoy it so much, but it's awesome to see people playing ping pong in the middle of the park. You know, Cleveland is all about supporting our local businesses, and we started there, we're supporting America, and that's why we kind of stuck with the American craft beers. And let's be honest, craft beer is on fire right now. People love the different options and choices, and to be honest, people are so amazed that we have alcohol here. They're like, wait, you can have a beer here? Like, yeah, not only can you have that, but you can have a craft cocktail. They're like, this is awesome.
I say it's time to take a break from the hustle and bustle of the city and check out a Creekside restaurant when we come back.
Talk about a room with a view. This is unbelievable. It's called Hoopples. This is Norm. I met another Norm inside. Who's the other Norm?
That's my father. He started this establishment 35 years ago.
35 years ago. And how do we tell people where we are? Because we can see the city here and the big bridge.
Well, corner of Columbus and Franklin, right in front of the Columbus Street lift bridge.
Yeah.
Irishtown Bend.
So I got out of my car. I parked my car here. Nice big parking lot, and it's almost like you don't want to go inside because it's so many cool things to see here. I mean, this really is the perfect view of the city, isn't it?
Oh yes, we have the fireworks from Jacobs Field, the freighters going by, the good time going by. There's always something to entertain you.
Yeah.
From the windows out inside. You know, so it's a perfect view of the city.
I was talking to Norm Sr., your dad, a minute ago, and he says, well, you know what's another good scene out on the patio? I said, you got a patio? He says, oh yeah, we got a great patio. He says, it might be the best view. I said, how do you know? He said, I've been here 35 years.
Yeah. Well, the patio is great because we use the RTA bridge pillar as a big screen TV. So we projected the Cavs playoffs out there, so you got to watch the game on the concrete pillar.
Who would you say the audience is here at Hoopples?
We have a wide range of people. Right now we got our blue collar guys just getting off work. Later in the day we'll get some doctors and nurses down here. We get the rowers off the river. We got the Rotary Club that volunteers up the hill. Yeah. So we get a very diverse crowd based on the season and time of day.
So this is a place that really blossomed from being like a shot and a beer bar.
Yes, we've been always the neighborhood bar without a neighborhood. People just come down here to find us.
This used to be called like Old Irishtown or something here, right?
Yes, Irishtown Bend.
Yeah.
Shanty houses all up and down the streets. The railroad was here. A lot of construction back in the day.
So what kind of food do you guys serve?
We do a little upscale bar food. We have on Tuesdays we have our taco specials, which is feature this month is mahi mahi.
Oh yeah,
it's a grilled mahi mahi with
a
a little
cabbage. You catch
cabbage.
that in the Cuyahoga here?
We get it from the guys down the street on the Cuyahoga, the classic seafood.
That is great. So the boat comes through here. That's sort of like, it's like a captured audience right here because they have to wait until the boat goes underneath the bridge.
Yes, that's guaranteed. Sometimes they just pull over and come in because they know they got to be here for about 20 minutes.
Norm Sr., your dad was telling me, he says, you got to go upstairs. I said, what's upstairs? He says, the view's better.
We have a nice private party room, accommodates about 50 to 60.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of birthday parties up there. On a Friday night, you can see the fireworks from the stadium.
You talk about all the different people that come in here. Is it one of those bars, though, where everybody knows your name after a while?
Yeah, a lot of friends. We have customers that have been coming here for over 30 years. They make new friends. You can come in here, sit down by yourself, and start talking to people.
Make a friend.
Make a friend. And very easygoing clientele.
I love some of the pictures in here. You got some historical pictures in here, pictures of the old stadium.
Yes.
I mean, this is one of those places if the walls could talk, right?
Oh yeah. We have the guys that built the stadiums come in here. You know, they can tell you where the good spots are.
Yeah. So your dad came down here a little over 35 years ago. How much longer are you going to stay down here?
Hopefully less than 20.
It's going to be a lot of fun though. So let me talk about putting real estate down here. So I mean, you've been here a long time. You're the grandfathered in guy. This is the spot to be.
In the last 5 years, they have done more than in the first 30 years.
So there you go.
New rowing clubs, townhouses, This construction right here looks like they're getting ready to develop Scranton Road Peninsula.
Oh yeah.
You got your rowing club over there.
We could jump ship right now.
We could, but we're going to the steel mill to do more work.
We'll go inside and we'll go have another beer.
Sounds good.
I gotta tell you, thanks for inviting New Day Cleveland to Hoopples.
Oh, my pleasure.
The room with a view.
Thank you.
Well, we have sure found a hidden gem in Brecksville. We're right along Brecksville Road at Millside Center. So you drive in and you think, okay, where is this amazing view that everyone's talking about at Creekside? Well, we have found it. Matt, you have owned this place now for over 20 years. You're going on 25 years for the anniversary of this place, is that not right?
That's correct. February will be a 25-year anniversary.
So they're obviously doing something right. I do think having this scenic view helps a little bit, right?
Absolutely. Food with a view, we call it here. Yes.
It's gorgeous. I imagine any season to come out here as well. Even in the wintertime, it would be beautiful because you have these windows that people can see to the outside still.
Right. Obviously, fall is pretty special, but you only get a couple weeks where it's really, really nice. But wintertime, you can't see it now, but across there, you get icicles that form along these little cliffs here. And they're huge. And when you get the lights at night, especially that shines on them, they just sparkle. So winter's my favorite time.
So I'm sure families come in here and they're blown away, but this would be, for me, I would think a great spot for a date night or a place to bring the entire family.
Yeah, absolutely. Date night, we get people sitting out here. They want to sit out here. Also, we have some nice nooks in the bar, and then families, they come out here. We'll have people that'll wait, even if there's room in the dining room, to sit out here on the deck. We'll have a line for the deck, and people could sit in the dining room if they want with no wait. So.
This place is huge. First of all, you have a bakery downstairs.
We have a full-service bakery that they bake all of our torts, our desserts, cream puff you'll get to in a minute. They do our breads, hamburger buns, crackers, everything we use here.
The food, well, you said it, so let's dig in and start talking about some of this food
Sure.
here. What would you consider the type of food that you serve?
I call it an American bistro. We do everything from steaks, chops, seafood, to salads, pizzas, hamburgers, all in that realm there.
The salad is this spinach and strawberry salad, it looks like.
Yeah, strawberry
Gorgeous.
field salad. Yep,
Okay.
There's also some feta cheese and some pecans on there as well.
What is that dish? Is that some kind of seafood on there?
Yeah, that's our Asiago scallop. So it's got Asiago cheese on the scallops along with the pasta there.
On
so
the scallops as well?
Yeah, this is one of our most popular dishes.
I'm a scallops girl. Mm-hmm. I heard the food was amazing here.
Thank you.
And it is. That's delicious. Now, we're gonna get to that burger, but I hear that you have a special when it comes to your burgers.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
now on Mondays we do a regular burger and fries for $6, and that has turned into a huge night for us. And we also on Thursdays have a buy one pizza, get second one free, which is also a big night for us as well.
Buy one, get a whole second pizza at a specialty restaurant like this for free.
Yes.
No wonder you guys are busy. I'm guessing people are just blown away by that.
Yes.
I'm in now. I'll drive all the way from where I live to come down here. The ribs.
Yeah.
Look at that.
The ribs are out. I love the ribs.
Oh.
Those are fall off the bone baby back ribs with our sauce that we make in-house, and it's tremendous. That's probably one of my favorite things to eat here in the restaurant.
And then, of course, you have the sweet potato fries with it that
Yeah.
doesn't hurt all that much
Absolutely.
either, right?
Yep. Right.
So this is the pastry you were talking
Yeah,
about?
that's a cream puff. That's one of the wow items in our dessert case when people walk by that they see. So we tempt them before they walk in by looking at that. But yeah, you can feed several people with that cream puff.
And the catering to top it all off too. You do some big time catering.
We do a lot of catering as well. We have a party room here that can handle up to 50 people, but we get a lot of catering from local businesses, people doing graduations or showers, those sorts of things. So we have a big catering department as well.
So this is Chippewa Creek.
Chippewa Creek, it flows into the Cuyahoga River in the National Park.
So if you want a view of Chippewa Creek, along with some amazing food, you got to come here to Creekside. On Brecksville Road in Brecksville, it's the place to be. Thank you so much,
Thank
Matt.
you. Appreciate it.
Congratulations on being around for so long, too. This is incredible.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. If you left Creekside, we're showing you how to enjoy their food with a moving view.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. It's our special show about beautiful views.
And we have shown you some pretty amazing places, I must say, so far, but we're just halfway there at this point in time.
You know what? You're a pretty good view right here in front of the city, huh?
Aw.
Look at that, huh? That's pretty good.
This is why I love this guy.
So we're going to go from the city and we're going to the countryside. We're going to visit one of the most beautiful wineries you've ever seen.
We're talking sunset views that are just, it takes your breath away. Mm-hmm. But first, how about a scene that moves?
A moving scene?
Yes.
Can we have lunch, breakfast, or dinner on it?
I think you can.
What is it?
Well, it's a railroad.
The Cuyahoga Valley Railroad is a nonprofit organization. We're a tourist scenic excursion here in the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. We have stations from Independence, Ohio to Akron. Well, there's a few great places to stop along the Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad. Right here in Peninsula, there's a lot of shops, a lot of art galleries, there's a candy store, so a lot of great things to do for the family. And then just a few miles up, you're gonna hit Akron Station, and that has, you know, the Akron Zoo, museums, art galleries, shops, restaurants, you name it, anything. And you can just hop on the train. We also have an all-day pass, especially in the summers, so people have the opportunity to hop off the train for a few hours and then get right back on. The Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad really provides a great dining experience. We work with Creekside Restaurant and Bar in Brecksville, and it's just a great opportunity. It's really like a moving dining experience, and as you're dining, you can experience the park, see all the wildlife in the national park. In addition to our dining excursions, we have beer and wine tastings, and those happen about every month, and we'll have different breweries come out and different wineries, and they provide 5 tastings, and you get to sample that with a bunch of appetizers, and it's just a really great experience. Some of the other programs that we offer here at the Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad are Royalty on the Rails, our superhero train, and the Murder Mystery program. So these are all really great interactive experiences for families. Along the Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad, there's a great view of Cuyahoga River. People have spotted bald eagles in the park, eagles' nests. There's even a beaver marsh, and deer, so there's a lot of wildlife that you can see out here. I think just the excitement of riding a train nowadays, especially since, you know, it's not a regular form of transportation, and especially going through the national park. I mean, there's so much scenery, so many things that you can do, so it's just a great opportunity for families, couples, really anybody.
My wife had always wanted to have a wedding chapel here in the Vineyards, and so she had come up with the idea that it would be a nice place to have weddings. And so in the winter of 2000, I was traveling down to Kent, where my parents live, and I saw this abandoned church here at 202, or 44 and 303. I took on the process of moving it. I found some people down in Middlefield. They weren't Amish, but they were familiar with moving old barns and things. And so that summer, we cut it up in pieces and moved it here and put it back together. We've always allowed people here to picnic on the property, and so we do have food available here, bread and cheeses and fruits and things, but we've from the beginning encouraged people to bring food with them as well. That is distinct from the other wineries. Most of the other wineries here in our region in Ohio do want to serve food. It's a value-added product. They want customers to stay, and they discourage picnicking. We've tried to take the opposite and make the grounds open with tables and chairs and the lawns. We let people bring coolers and picnic blankets and baskets, and I guess the one thing is we don't allow people to bring in other alcohol in. That is the state guidelines, but with food, it's wide open. Right now, we're doing the vineyard as leaf removal, and so we have both machines and by hand, where we try to remove leaves from the fruit zone. Having good ripeness levels in the fruit requires both sunshine and wind to come through the trellis and dry things off. These are Merlot grapes, and they're going through right now what's called veraison. It's the term in French where they change from green to purple, and so this is happening very quickly. In the next couple days, all the berries are starting to turn, and so it indicates we're slowly moving towards harvest. And so right now, we're just watching the grapes ripen and preparing our equipment for harvest that'll begin around the 3rd, 4th week of September. And so that is the time, if you want to come out here and find activity, it is when we're making red wines. And October is when the cellar is busy. The grapes have come in, they're in big vats down here in the basement of the church fermenting. You will smell CO2 and things coming off them as they ferment, and then they're pressed later in October and early November. Part of what we're doing this time of year is making wine. It doesn't look like it. We're not pulling hoses and pumps and things, but we're making wine. Good wines start in the vineyard with grapes that are in balance with the amount of canopy and in conjunction with weather, the type of year we're having. The weather has shifted dramatically in the last 2 weeks to a wet, sort of rainy season with cooler weather. And so as farmers, we have to take what we're given. If we were in California, you want a dry fall, you just turn off the irrigation. Well, we can't turn off the rain here, and so sometimes we want rain in May and June, not in August, but we take it when we get it. In the tasting room, I focus on blends rather than individual varieties. And so in the tasting room, we have several red blends. Trinity is a blend of Cabernet Franc and Pinot Noir and Chambourcin. Karma is a blend of Cabernet and Merlot and Syrah. Petit Verdot. Exodus is a blend of Merlot and Syrah. So we've tried to emphasize blends from the cellar. We focus on making red wine, in particular here at this facility and from the grapes at this site. So we have a barrel storage cavern and a specific red wine presses. And so the red blends are something that we see as our signature wines, both for this region and from our facility. Over the years, I've had people come and tell me they like the wine here, and that makes me feel good. As a wine grower, I want them to think that the grapes are connecting them to the property. But more often than not, people come and tell me they like the view, which is fine. I want them to be, as long as they're happy with something. But the view is overlooking 30 acres of wine grapes, manicured and neatly planted and organized. You get a sense of the precision that goes into growing grapes.
More New Day Cleveland coming up after this. I'm heading back to Cleveland for some must-see views of the Superior Viaduct. Paul, I don't know how many times you've invited me to your coffee shop cravings, and I finally get out of the building and I come out, and this is not it, is it?
This is not it, Dave. This is a place called Luca.
Luca, and I got to tell you what a fantastic place it is in terms of just looking out the windows and getting a look at the downtown area, the lake. It's a beautiful place. And how did you come to be associated with this?
Well, at Cravings, we attracted the Albanians with their coffee, and Luca's an Albanian, so he loved the Cravings Cafe, told me what a great chef he was. I went and tried out his food at Michelangelo's, where he's formerly from. And over the last couple of years, we started negotiating about having a restaurant of his own.
Well, this place is really fantastic. It is unbelievable, the artwork here.
Yeah.
And I understand the story with that.
We have an artwork collection that matches the quality of the food. So we have an original Michelangelo line drawing that's 509 years old. It's a line study drawing that he did for a fresco piece called Ignuti, which sits in the Sistine Chapel. We've got 3 Picasso engravings on the walls over here. We've got some sculptures. We've got artists by Yarek Godfrey, the very famous French artist.
Excuse me, did you win the lottery or something? Or did Luca win the lottery? How did this happen?
Michelangelo and the Picassos are on loan, on consignment from auction houses. And most of the artwork is on consignment, but I'm an international art dealer, so I have ways of getting some high-end art.
You have ways? That's what you're saying?
Ways and means.
Okay. Restaurant, how long has it been open here now?
Literally 3 weeks. This is starting our 3rd week.
And what do you guys plan to do? You plan on doing lunches here or dinners?
Not lunches in the beginning. We're going to do lunch-ins, okay, so private lunches. But we're going to do dinner 7 days a week, from 5 to 9, Monday through Thursday, 5 till 10 on Friday, and 5 to 11 on Saturday. And Sunday 5 to 9.
So I mean the views out of here, I opened the story telling how spectacular the views are, but the views within the place, I mean I saw a piece of glass in here where did that come from?
That piece of glass is by an artist named Caleb Marasca. He's an Italian, wonderful 26-year-old, studied with Dale Chihuly, and incidentally we're going to be getting a Dale Chihuly glass sculpture here as well.
I think you should get a dress for some of the women in the pictures
here too.
Yeah,
we have a few pieces that are wonderful. Well, you know how the French are.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more
revealing.
Yeah.
Okay, French, but we're talking about Italian food here,
Italian
right?
food, the best. Folks, this is the best food that you're going to ever try in Cleveland.
Luca's working a little magic in the kitchen here. Luca, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. So what are you making, mashed potatoes today or what?
Mashed potatoes. I'm making Milanese.
Milanese, look at this.
We chop Milanese at the radicchio grill with balsamic vinegar aged and some fresh vegetables. Give them these.
So you take a veal chop and what do? You beat
pound it, bread
bam, 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 huh?
And I finish it with goat cheese on top, aged balsamic vinegar around.
Well, I gotta tell you, the food's as beautiful as the artwork in here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, what's this one here that's bubbling?
This is cavatelli and corno. It's made with pancetta.
That's beautiful.
Thank
and
you.
What's going on with this?
This is chicken piccata. It's half chicken grill, marinated, and balsamic vinegar and garlic, rosemary. We marinated and grill it.
Capers?
Capers, piccata.
Is that pretty or what? Look at that. What's this green right here?
That's a little zucchini, little squash zucchinis.
So what's this right here?
This is stuffed lobster with artichoke, mascarpone.
Oh, that's too bad.
It's marinated.
That is great. And how about this one?
This is eggplant rolls, mascarpone, the fontanella cheese, and red sauce.
It's beautiful. I got to tell you something. Luca. It's right here. It's on the Superior Aqueduct. And when you have to come by St. Malachi to find the place, it's on the left-hand side of the street. It's easy to find. You're going to find the most beautiful food here, the most beautiful artwork. And I don't know if you noticed earlier in the piece, that lady pouring the wine, your wife is unbelievably beautiful.
Thank you.
I think you got all the most beautiful stuff in Cleveland right here.
I have a view, I have everything.
You got it all. Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
What better way to end our show than with some sunset views? We're headed to Fairport after the break.
There you go, David.
Thank you very much. Take a look at this baby, huh? Pinnacle vodka. What's this drink called?
That's the bluefin. It's our
Bluefin.
fish bowl.
Check it out, folks. It's Tom's fault. That's why I have this drink. We're at the Sunset Harbor Bar and Grill. Look at that. If you can't remember the name of the place, just put that in your memory. And there goes a boat. Oh, we missed him. Oh, there he goes. Oh, yeah. So I heard this is the action spot here for the boaters, and I saw a lot of cars in the parking lot too.
Absolutely. This is where everybody wants to be.
So what's the attraction?
We got this little pond out here we kind of like to look at.
Yeah, it is a beautiful place. And I've noticed I've been waiting around here about 10 or 15 minutes just hanging around checking it out. And a lot of folks are telling me it reminds them, they could be in San Diego, they could be in Florida, you could be just about anywhere, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if you go to the ocean, you can't see across it. Well, you can't see across this lake either. So it feels pretty much the same.
This is great. I was talking to your partner, Tony, when I first got here, and Tony goes like, man, could you like run this show like in September or something? Because we are so busy on the weekends. If a whole bunch of people come out here, they'll be waiting 2 or 3 hours on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you're busy, huh?
Very busy.
Yeah.
It's, we have a tiny kitchen, so we have a lot of seats, but a tiny kitchen. So as long as you want to come down and get some great food, but you're willing to wait a little bit on busy days, we're here to provide that.
I love the round building. You got a second floor in that. You got a high deck up there, and you got this deck out here that goes right out into the harbor here, huh?
Yeah, we got a lot of different zones. We got the pier, and people like to sit right next to the water. We got this area down here. We put over here on the stage, we put bands and the likes. The martini bar upstairs is a little more intimate.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And we have some inside dining too.
And you got 4 spots for people to pull up in boats that they can dock here free.
Yep, there's 4 slips right on the right on the marina. They can walk right up and grab a drink.
Hey, what I like too about this place is the clientele. You got some pretty wild guys in here. This guy over here, he wanted to test the food. This guy telling me what they have to drink. Some of these guys come here a lot, I bet.
Absolutely, we have a very big regular crowd.
That's true. And I heard it was about the food too, so I want to take a look at this. They've got some great bar food here. We saw some fish sandwiches when we first got here. I saw a bunch of kids with their mom over there. They had French fries, and they had, it looked like fish tacos maybe too, huh?
Absolutely, that's one of the featured items on the menu.
Fish tacos. And look at this one. Tell me a little bit about this burger. Look at this cheeseburger. It's got an egg on it.
Well, we got a meat cooked to order. We got egg, bacon, and something you don't see very often is peanut butter, which makes it really creamy. There's 10 different items you can pick, make and choose your own burger.
Who's this lady right there sneaking in here with the silverware, huh? Look at that. She's pretty good. She's the one that turned me on to this drink. Now what's in this? Do you know?
Lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff. It's mango vodka, and then we have Malibu rum, and it has sour mix and some special love, some nerds, some fish.
Maybe the special love is the part I like. It's pretty doggone good. Hey, tell me a little bit about your crab cakes.
Our chef, John, makes them. They're homemade, fresh crab, and his own aioli sauce. So give that a try and see what you think.
What do you eat the food here?
Absolutely. I'm here every day.
You look good.
You don't get this by accident.
The personalities here are great too. Like there's like 2 or 3 owners of the place.
We got 4 owners. My wife Jan, my partner Tony Curtis, and Tony Novak.
Come over here, Jan. Jan doesn't have a microphone on, but I just want to get her over here. Jan, how's it going around here with this guy running this place?
He does a great job.
So you're one of the owners. I mean, who's the boss?
He is.
Who's the boss?
I don't know. At home? Here?
But I gotta tell you, when you come here, it feels sort of like a family kind of place.
Absolutely.
And it's really relaxing, isn't it?
That's what we try. We try to make it your cheers on the lake.
How long you guys been here?
We bought it in December of 11, so a little over a year and a half.
You think I like the crab cakes?
What do you think?
I think you're pretty doggone good.
Great.
This thing looks great too, but if I were to bite that right now, it'd explode all over the place.
You might have it down your shirt.
I wouldn't be able to talk anymore, right?
We can get you a bib.
Hey, so we want to remind everybody that you want to come out here, like, you're open 7 days, right?
Absolutely.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, man, you can stop in here for lunch. And how late are you open?
We have a license till 1 o'clock.
Really?
Most nights we're here till close to then. It depends on the crowd.
And if you want to come out on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, plenty of room for drinks, plenty of room for relaxation, but you're going to probably have to wait a little bit for the food.
Yeah, I mean, we can get you in a seat. We can get you drinks. It takes a little while to get the food out. We have 360 seats and a kitchen that's probably made for 100. So
there you go. I was talking to a little guy over there. He had his sunglasses on, so I couldn't exactly see what he was thinking. But somebody said, "You should get the mussels with the marinara." And the guy over there says, "No, you got to get the mussels with the garlic." And also he goes, "No, the marinara, the garlic." Yes.
Yeah, starting a food fight.
There's a food fight here. So it's a terrific place. Sunset Harbor Bar and Grill. We're in Fairport Harbor. I had no idea just looking at stuff and make you this tired.
Right. We had to travel a lot to get to some of these great places, but when you get there, it is absolutely worth the view.
I like that railroad ride. That's pretty good through the national park.
And that's one of those things I think a lot of people might not realize that they can do.
Mm-hmm. Or brand new views from old places you've already been. Like you've already been out here on the East 9th Street Pier, but now you've got Nuevo out here. You've got that great look up towards that beautiful bar in the sky. So old is new again.
It's so true. And there are some hidden gems, I think. I think we've shown you some places that you might not have known existed before, and now you're going to be heading there all the time.
I even made friends at Hoopples. How about that?
That's a good thing, right?
It's a good thing.
I'm jealous you went up to the Hilton on top of the roof. They're gorgeous views.
Well, I've saved a stool for you, so we can go up there right after the show. How's that?
All right, let's do it.
Sound
We're
a good
not too
idea?
far away. I see it right there.
I hope you guys had a great time on this show with a view. I'm David Moss.
And I'm Natalie Herbig.
And we'll see you on the next
New Day Cleveland.
So long. Everything has a little bit of Mexican influence. You may not recognize it at first as a Mexican dish, but it definitely has those influences.
The hotel built this bar for Cleveland because during pre-construction, they reached out, they were community outreach, and they wanted to find out what Clevelanders wanted in this hotel, and what they really wanted was this bar.
It's always active. It's awesome to see Public Square what it is today. It's what it should have been years ago, but you know, it just hasn't been. It's been a process and change. It changes here.
In the middle of service, a barge will come by that could be 300 feet long. And, you know, things just come to a grinding halt when it does because people are just mesmerized by it.